Hello, everybody in chat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ian Friday. That's what people like to call it, Ian Friday. And usually he does watercolor.
Hello.
Hello, world.
And usually he does watercolor painting, but today is going to be a change with charcoal, actually using charcoal and water with it.
Wow, I'm excited.
And I'm not sure what his subject is.
It's a surprise.
I wasn't sure if he said already and I forgot, but I didn't think so. I don't know.
I can't believe it's Friday again.
Oh, let me share this out.
Hello.
I'm like, whoa, it's Friday again?
Yeah.
It's Friday again.
What are you eating, Mr. Jackson?
Jaffa cakes.
Sandwich.
Oh, I like sandwiches.
It's going to be a couple of hours before I get to eat again, so I've got to have a sandwich down. Oh, I'll just...
That's okay. Keep eating your sandwich. Nobody's in the chat.
They will come. They will come. They filter through, don't they?
Yep.
I'll just get my thing set up.
I consider YouTube chat to be a bit like a dripping tap. Once a couple of droplets come, a lot of droplets will come, and that's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah. Okay.
That is so cool, Ian. Derwent charcoal. Nice.
It's very big.
Oh, the bigger ones.
Yeah, the big blocks, the extra large blocks.
Compressed charcoal?
These are, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Contrast.
XL charcoal.
Here we go.
I quite like their drawing pencils. They're quite nice.
Oh yes, I have drawing pencils, and I think I have their water soluble drawing pencils also.
Oh, good. How do you like your Inktense paints, Ian?
Inktense paints?
Yeah.
They're good, actually. They do act a little bit like watercolor paints.
Oh, cool. I might have to try those.
So there you go. There is a electric rubber, and it's got a little rubber on end of it that you can replace them.
Oh,
I didn't do that. And you put a new one in once it's gone down, and I don't know whether it's got enough battery in this. We'll have a look. Oh, it is
battery operated. Oh, okay.
It is battery operated.
I don't know.
And you can use that for getting stubborn areas.
Yeah,
they're really good. Yeah,
I like.
Are we live?
Yes, I'm live. Mystic, hi, Mystic.
Hello, Mystic.
Hello, Mystic. Mystic Unigon.
Yep.
I do like her avatar. That is a very cool avatar.
Oh yes, I like it too.
Yeah.
Is
Ian,
that the Unigon?
I'm excited, Ian.
Well, I thought, do you know what? Let's do something different this week.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So we are going to do some charcoal drawing. Woo!
I just love charcoal.
Woo!
I know, yeah, posh.
Yeah.
Posh.
Yeah.
Well, you might mock if you want, but it's a fundamentally important piece of art. There you go. That's what I'm going to use.
Oh, awesome. I've never tried that. What's it like?
I can't see. Pastel paper?
Well, it's pastel paper, yes.
Never tried that.
It's toned, right?
No, it's not to be confused with that other paper that Strathmore made, that toned paper. This is it has got a colour.
Yeah.
They've got several different colours, these, as you can see.
Yeah.
I like Strathmore.
But I know what you mean. That other paper's called toned tan paper, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Toned tanned, yeah.
Hi, One Mighty R.
Hello. It's Ian Friday.
It's Ian Friday.
Yes, we call this Ian Friday, One Mighty R.
Ian Friday.
We do.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be looking at. I'm going to use these to start with, which I've already pre-sharpened.
Oh, very
Right.
nice.
Charcoal pen, any charcoal pencil will do.
Hmm.
It's a very basic but very good tool, charcoal.
It is. I love
Right.
charcoal.
I love charcoal.
Me too.
So I mean, you can have one of these, or some artists like using these.
What's that being?
It's a This is a willow charcoal.
Oh
right?
yeah, that.
And you hold that, and it gets all over
Vine.
your hands. Well, this is for people who don't like getting it all over their hands.
Oh, I see.
And
Right.
you draw like that with it.
I used to getting dirty.
So I mean, it's getting to end. It's getting to end of its
life.
yeah. Imagine that, and it will be an awful lot longer. I mean, it'd be 2 or 3 times longer than that. And you put it in one of these, and it'd stop you from getting.
I see. You put it in a case, right?
You put it in a little holder, yeah.
Yes, a little holder.
And after that, you don't get your hands mucky.
Right.
That doesn't bother me though. So not really.
Well,
Except
I mean,
you're gonna use the compressed charcoal. Those are little block sticks.
Yeah, I've not used that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna address that, because there are some things that look like charcoal that are not, and they are pastels. You'll see a set of pastels that go from black to white and all your different greys, right? The black one is not charcoal. It's a dark pastel, and there's a different when you're drawing with a charcoal. There's a difference with drawing with the pastel. The pastel is a softer, fluffier texture when it's laid down.
Yeah,
it has a much softer feel to it. Whereas your charcoal is something you can get a much more sharper line.
Yeah,
so nice. You can hatch with it.
Oh yeah,
and do things like that.
Oh, we have someone new in here. Justo Serve Blandine. He says he's new.
Hello.
I think it's a he. If you correct me if I'm wrong, Justo Serve. He said says he's new here. Welcome. Oh, welcome, Moody Artist.
Hello. I'm not keeping track of who's. See, it'd be better if Gracie could be watching it. Hello, Goswina.
Yeah, sure.
It would be better if Gracie watches the chat.
Yeah, if Gracie can watch the chat and look, because although you can see things, you can't always see everybody, can you?
No, I can. I'll just put it in another tab.
What do you mean? Like I miss it because of my vision?
Yeah, because of your vision, you don't always get to see everybody.
Because
I go back on the video.
Okay.
And I see loads of questions and stuff.
Oh darn!
Have not been.
Here we go. I've got the chat.
Oh, thanks. Because a lot of times Gracie wasn't able to get the chat, but if she can get the chat, okay.
I was brave. I was brave.
So how's the week been since we were all last together?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Sure.
I'll just type into chat. I'll type in.
So I mean, what some other things that you could use? I won't necessarily use them today. With charcoal, ye old earbuds or whatever you call them in America.
Q-tips.
Q-tips.
I think.
Q-tips. Yeah, I think that's what they call them. Plus, just normal cotton wool buds that you can get. That you can use that for smudging and stuff like that. So that's a tool you can use. This is something that you don't often see, but it is used. It's a piece of chamois.
Oh.
Chamois leather. That what window cleaners might use. Chamois leather. and they use that. But again, that's another specialized tool. You don't really need it, because we're gonna try and keep as basic as we can, so that everybody can have a go at doing this at a later date.
Yeah.
I'm mostly going to be using this, but don't be afraid to hold. I mean, if it does get a little bit mucky, put some paper around one of these, and tape it up, and put some paper around it, and then you're not going to get your hands all mucky.
Okay, we do have a question. Sorry. Whenever you're ready. Sorry. Whenever you can take the question.
Go on, take the question.
Oh, from one ODR, he's never used charcoal before, and he says, "How much are they?"
What, charcoal?
Right.
It's dirt cheap. It's one of the cheapest materials on the planet.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's professional grade ones, but there's not that much between the professional grade. If you're talking about willow, natural willow charcoal, right, there's very little difference, because all it is charred wood.
Yep.
Right. If you're talking about stuff that's been compressed and regurgitated and made, there is a slight difference between the professional grade stuff and the cheap stuff that you can get from a dollar store. But if it's your first time you've ever used, if you've never used it before, just go for some cheap stuff. It will work fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what we're not going to do today is work. All we're going to use is the black charcoal. We're not going to add white to it. So it's one of two ways of working with these dry mediums. You can either make it very soft and fuzzy like pastel by using various grades of greys and tones, or you can just draw something in and hatch it in with just the black onto white paper, and that's what we're going to do today.
Awesome.
Okay, so, question about sealing it.
Well, that's another. I mean, there's several different methods, and it all depends on what paper it's on. But you can get. It is better to go and go to an art shop and buy it. If you're going to do several pieces of work with charcoal or dry media like this, or graphite, right? It is best to go and get yourself some proper art spray and just once over it a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the best way to deal with it. Some artists don't spray it, but what they do, they put it behind glass, and they make sure it's got like a little tray at the bottom, and any powder that does come off it falls into the tray at the bottom.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that, Ian.
Yes, it's a specialized form of picture framing, specifically for
Tracy, my first super chat for the month of May. Awesome. Oh my
I like super chat.
I gotta do the lights, and since you're not in the middle of anything, we got.
Sorry, Ian.
Well, it gives me time to set up.
Yeah.
Time to set up. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat. Hold on, I'm gonna flash the light. My blinking lights and Dan.
I wish I could give more, but I mean,
I gotta talk to you because there's something I don't know. Whatever. I'll tell you later.
Oh. Is it good or bad?
It's good. It's good. So I want to tell you something that's good.
Good. I don't like things that are bad.
No, it's not bad. It's good. I just want to tell you something you could consider.
I think I know what you
know. Because if you're gonna like that, you know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But it is nice to. But the way it is nice to get a super chat. Like it's nice to get a super chat. Like in. Well, let me jump the lights. It's nice to get it, like how it pops the super chat in, and so that's such a really nice way to do it, though. Still, really,
I'm gonna try.
That's still a really nice way.
Yeah, I do try and give, a little bit to my few live streamer friends and yourself, of course. And I don't think Mr. Jackson's got a super chat yet, has he?
No, he hasn't got to be monetized. Oh, I want to try to
I'm
jump.
not monetized.
Ah.
You could always send me emergency Jaffa cakes if you
You
want.
can even if you're not monetized, you can have you can donate to people's channels through their PayPal or what they call Cash App now. Hold on. Okay, let me turn
Oh,
the light.
yeah. I know. Yeah. They're so pretty. I want those lights.
Thank you for the super chat. Gracie Shack, thank you for the my first super chat for the month of May. I just put out a shout out video for all my super chat donations for the month of April. First super chat for the month of May.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I write song lyrics and I've sent them to you too in the mail before the isolation, if they ever get back to me, I'll give you I'll give you a bit more money then. That's Huh? Well, super chat. I'll put a $5 in rather than 2.
No, because you do it so often. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That is really cool, though, that you've got that because it helps support.
First super chat for the month of May. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's the 1st of May. I almost forgot that.
May 1st.
Yeah. Awesome. We're getting near to
Gracie Stack.
Right.
And
there we go. Yeah.
Okay. And I'd like to drop her link in too.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Diana.
Yeah, so people can visit her channel. Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Let's go back to full screen on
Mr. Jackson.
I'm just debating now.
Whether it's landscape or portrait.
There we go. That'll be better. I can see where I'm working then.
Yeah, cool.
Right. So in your backdrop here, is it light enough that for you?
Yep. Can see everything.
Stack rules here is grayscale paintings here.
Hello guys. I'll just type in chat whilst I'm hovering around.
Hi all. Nice to see you.
Stack says he can't stay, but I never miss an Ian Friday. I hope you all have a weekend.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure that's a wonderful weekend. Yeah.
I'm backstage, guys, if you're wondering why I'm. Just so you know, I'm backstage.
Right, I mean, first thing we have to tackle, right, I'm going to do a face, right?
Ooh.
So first thing we have to tackle is something that people struggle with a lot, and that's getting the proportions right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that takes practice.
It does, you're not wrong. Right, let's first of all get some borders here. Put that out of work, it's doing me.
Oh, wow, look at that pencil.
So that's the border of us.
Proportions can be quite tricky, can't they, Ian? Getting the proportions can be quite.
You got to get used to it. There's guidelines to follow, but go ahead. Sorry.
If that's it. If you follow right guidelines, you got to build up your guidelines first.
Yeah.
So that will represent the top of your eyebrow, right? That line.
Yeah.
Can you see that, guys? Or
yeah,
do I need
to
go
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you? I can't go forward. We are, I might need to alter to a different pencil. Or
yes, I can see that pretty well.
That's very, very good. I can see that. Yeah.
Now we're looking at this. There's going to be in this particular picture. There's going to be a bit of a weird perspective because we're looking at this person from underneath. So that's your your eyebrow level, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't make like a oval first. That's what I usually have seen that done. And when I
Yeah, you would do if it were facing directly straight onto you.
oh, okay.
But this is a bit of a weird perspective. Probably wrong one to be showing you, to be honest with you. But
Hedwig
we'll go with it.
David, you're new in here. Hedwig David. Oh, we got some new people in here. Severe Notary.
Hello, newbies. We have who's new? We have Hedwig. Hedwig.
I'm gonna put a curve there, and that represents like the top half of his head.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a very strange perspective. I just thought it was an interesting perspective to have a go at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than straight on or to the side, which
yes,
is
right.
kind of been done a million times before.
Right.
Right. So your next thing to come down to is the bottom of your eye line, which is
that's one thing I struggle with is getting everything in proportion.
Well, if you follow these like
guidelines,
structure lines,
yeah,
you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So that's your eyebrow.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go, well, where does your eye end and your nose start? Well, on this particular painting, it goes like that. I can see like a line that goes there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it comes halfway.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Because we're looking at it from underneath, so you're going to see a lot of the nose here.
Yeah.
And then it goes like that. So it's like a seagull.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Have you did you see
something like that? Yep.
Did you see Christie's eye painting yesterday? That was really cool.
Yeah.
I think I'd be quite good at the eye. It's the hair and the lips and the nose I find tricky to paint.
The whole thing. I'm spending a whole year studying it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, because we've got a skewed perspective. You see this? That's now our measurement.
No, that's going to be
that becomes our point of measurement. So we're going to go down. We're going to go down that far again. So I'm going to make a little mark there.
It's not a straight on face, everybody. He's doing a unusual angle of the face.
Oh, I'm getting it now. Yeah.
So it's not going to be your usual angle. It's not going to be your usual way that you would draw the features of the face.
I get it now, Ian.
So once I've established another block of measurement down there, I say, well, how far does that go down? And what that goes to, if I check, it goes just under the lip. That is the point, just under the lip. You know that bit that's a little bit dark under the lip there?
Yes.
So I know now that the lip's going to be there somewhere. And I know generally from all I have to do from there is measure there to there to find the middle bit, which will be the upper part of the lip, which is there.
That's really cool, Ian, because I really struggle with what you're teaching. So I might try this tomorrow.
He's doing something that's a little more tricky with that.
Yeah. I mean, if you were going to do this, I'd do a more square on version of it and learn that.
Oh, okay.
So we've established the top lip right there.
Yeah.
Now we need to go between there which is that line that we said what under the lip. Then they've got a little bit of a shadow, and that it should be. It normally is about halfway. It isn't halfway because the chin extends. Because we're looking at someone from underneath. The chin is more prominent, so it will extend by about half of that. So it's going to be about there, the chin. And it's just about, once you've got certain things in place measured, you can actually easily go, oh, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there.
Yeah.
And you've done it. You've created the piece of art you need to do. So here is where your mouth's gonna go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like his mouth kind of like goes in a. We're seeing from underneath, so his upper lip is very curved.
Yeah.
And then his upper lip is a little bit more square.
You know how when I draw something, I kind of think of it like being kind of like a map of directions for where you want to put your detail in, and then I sort of see it as like a map, and I like to mark things out and then erase lines that you don't need. But proportions are quite difficult.
Yeah, but you can make it a lot easier for yourself by creating structure lines.
The guideline, structure guideline.
So see that angle there that we created there.
Yeah.
You need to create like a parallel line across there.
Yeah.
And about halfway between that point there and there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then halfway between there and that line that you've created. That's where that goes.
I understand. I get that now. Awesome.
Hello, Phil Reary.
Hello there.
And we're starting to get the face created now.
Yeah, I can see the lips.
And that's an important angle, because when we come to do the other eye, we're going to invert that and do it the opposite way.
Yeah, invert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What we need to do there, from there, is bring the cheek out a bit, only a little bit, and then bring that down and there you go. That's that part of face basically drawn. So let's now concentrate a bit more on the nose. So we've got that little middle bit there, which connects there, and then you got your roll, and then that comes around a little bit like that. I don't know whether this is interesting to people. I nearly just drew it and started the process later. So we can see that line there that we've created.
I can see that now. Yeah. Yeah.
We can project that like that.
I find it interesting because I can't draw people yet, so this is like really, really, well, I can't draw people yet, so this is really helping me think about where to place
everything.
Hello, Chrissy.
Hello, Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
I'm going to project this line here. And then see that, what we did there, the eyebrow. I'm going to bring it out so far. And you have to judge it, really, that.
Yeah.
That's the end bit of the nose, the slim bit. And then you're going to come up at the same angle for a bit. And look how wide that is. It's going to be ever so slightly wider at this end. You don't have to make a an absolute judgment at this moment. Bring that line like that. And that's roughly where it's going to be. The bottom of the brow.
Well, Hedwig David says it's very interesting.
And I agree, it is very.
What about new guest?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Edwin. So, so we've established that bit of the nose there.
Yeah.
And we've established that there. So what we need to do is go like that.
Okay.
And that actually helps us elsewhere, because if we take that angle and we come down like that, and that helps us to make the
and it all keeps
you know that bit that comes down like that.
Yeah.
Well, your mouth should come just before it there, and then we can.
Yeah, I do like I like charcoal. I remember getting my first set when I first started, and I think it was an Aldi's one actually. Ian, they sell at Christmas. They sometimes sell art and craft things, and I bought a charcoal set, and it's not bad. It's not bad.
Right. Well, charcoal is so basic. So long as it's not pretending to be charcoal and it's pastel. If it's pastel, it will be a lot harder to work with than what charcoal is.
Right,
charcoal
it should be 100% charcoal.
Yeah. You see this with the bottom of where we are planning to put the eye. I'm gonna like kind of create it. What I will do is make it slightly wider as I'm getting this way. Not massively wider, because the closer you are to something, the bigger it is. Right.
Right.
I like that.
So I've established a line there and a line there. That's a cutting off point. Yeah. I'm going to bring that round now. And there you go.
Very
That's
nice.
where your eye's going to go.
Yeah.
Now, dependent. So this here, the point where it in most humans, it caves in like that. It comes in, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, caves in. Yeah, yeah.
Comes in.
Yeah.
So that gives us this like point. Whereas I can go.
I can see which at first I wasn't getting the angle, but now I can totally see the angle.
So we've got his eye there.
Yeah.
That's his first eye done. And obviously, I mean, dependent, this is just drawing something out in a generic way. Different people will have slightly different features to where things are on the, but that's about working it out where they are. Yeah. But once you get used to using this system, it's dead easy. So we've got his eye in place there now.
Yeah.
With this side, because it's going to be fairly dark, I'm not going to be overly bothered about too much detail. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of a lip for his under eye, like that. Because you have a little bit of a lip there, don't you?
We have a question. Chrissy Canvas Art. Chrissy asks, Ian, are you recording this? Good question.
I'm not recording this, but if anybody wants a more in-depth lesson on that,
yes,
I will go into it in much more detail with other subjects and on how to actually do faces in content.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. That would be cool.
So, again, remembering that it's got that angle. We've got that angle. I'm gonna go like that. You can't really see it's so dark, that area, that all you can see is the highlights. So I'm just gonna,
Hold on.
for the time being, it's just gonna be like that.
Chrissy Campusart says, Ian, you know Gail, she would appreciate this. There you go.
Why is Gail not with us?
Oh, I don't think she doesn't know. You know what? I was at your live stream on. I watched the full replay of your live stream on Saturday, the morning or the afternoon, both of the morning and afternoon, and I saw Gail said, "Where did Ian do part one of this painting?" And she had no idea. And then somebody had to tell her. Well, Bruce had to say. I think he said, "I think she did it at Artful Yours with Diana." And she goes, "I must find that out." So
what I'll do. I mean,
on Friday.
I can't do it at this moment in time, but we'll get it linked. We'll get this linked to her.
Okay.
And,
yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm planning on doing more things on videos anyway. So this is just a foreshadow of what is to come.
On videos or live streams?
On both.
Right.
So when I'm looking at the reference, I'm always looking at connections, and I'm looking down that there, and I'm coming so far down, and I'm going, that's where his neck is. So that means that's ever so slightly out.
One Mighty R says, looking great, Ian.
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go, and that's better.
And I actually typed in chat today, guys. I've actually typed in your chat, Diana.
I thought you have done that before.
Yeah, it sometimes acts up. It doesn't always, but just occasionally it tends to freeze my screen on the StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm a little bit, you know, I don't want it to freeze the StreamYard.
Right, so I'm just establishing where his hairline is. You're only going to see a certain part of it. So he's got a typical guy's haircut, short back and sides.
Yeah.
Which is dead easy to do. There you go.
Yeah. Hair's another thing I struggle with.
You don't have to with charcoal.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Keep it
and
simple.
then we're gonna bring it down, and I'm gonna figure out by doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that fall in place with that? I'm looking now, and where that is, the center of that is where his hair finishes.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
It goes like that.
Yeah, because it is short, isn't it? It's kind of yeah.
And that actually gives me the correct position for where his ear is, because in this particular case, because we're looking from underneath, the top of the ear, the top of the mouth is where the top of the ear is, because we're looking from underneath.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm saying his ear is going to be. Now, where is bottom of his ear? Well, this is where his chin is most prominent, and that's where his chin is. So there.
That's his chinny chin.
That's where his chin is. And this is only in this particular case what we're looking at. So there's a line that follows that.
It helps, doesn't it, having a line?
Yeah. If you create guidelines, it helps your eye see.
Right. For 25 years, I taught kids about when they draw portraits about a little bit at the older elementary, showing them the guidelines of the face.
So I pulled a line down like that there to represent where his jaw is there. Next to his, on that same line, you have a little curve there.
Yeah.
A bit that sticks out there.
Mhm.
and then
There's another question
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
from Chrissy. Chrissy says, question, Ian, do you use a craft knife to sharpen your charcoal?
yes, I certainly do, Chrissy. With this one, I just leave it blunt. I don't. It's just a long pencil for getting very. But I'll show you my other pencils, Chris, because you weren't here originally. I pre-sharpen these, and as you can see, right, they're not the perfect sharpening that you would get from a pencil sharpener. That hacked away, and then once I've got it hacked away as far as I want it to be, I put it then into a pencil sharpener to get the pinpoint precision. So you just hack away so far, and then because they're so hard to sharpen,
They are. Yeah.
charcoal pencils.
Oh, yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I don't know. Well, for the sake of Chrissy, these are great to have as well.
Oh, what's those?
That's a willow, a piece of charcoal willow, natural
Oh,
willow, and you just sharpen that up, and you
Oh.
can sharpen that up by just rubbing it
On
at
Right.
one side.
sandpaper, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
and then put it inside one of these holders.
we have Bruce in the house.
Hello, Bruce.
Wow.
Hey, Bruce. Hello.
Hello, Bruce again.
Yeah.
As far as drawings concerned, we're nearly done.
Cool. I like
So,
to. Sorry. Carry on.
I'm just getting some basic. So basically, compositionally wise, I tell you what I need to do. We need to establish this side, the edges of the image. So I'm just gonna.
I like Chrissy's eye. I just typed in chat and said I liked her eye painting yesterday. That was really interesting as well.
Bring that in a tiny bit. And this is where you make your adjustments.
Oh, here we go. Oh, hello, Rosalie and JCT.
Hello.
Hello, you two. Nice to see you. Nice
Hello,
to see
guys.
different faces and what have you. So that's backer, isn't it? And everything else is all dark. So now this is where. Oh, wait a minute. Something else that I want to bring in is eye. He's looking up like that.
Yeah, we have the moody artist, Rosalie, JCT, Bruce, Chrissy, the mighty R. Who else do we have? The moody artist.
Yes, the moody artist.
Yeah. How do you say it? Is it Rosalie?
Yes, Rosalie. That's Rosalie.
I just get some details in here, and to be honest with you, with years, I really don't go over the top with the detail because you can over detail years.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving the idea that it's all crinkly.
And welcome to anybody who is new.
So another reason why I use a knife when I'm doing charcoal, and this is a giant charcoal block by Derwent. They come in. I'll see if I can. Just a second. Slight technical error.
Mr. Unigon says lurking and painting. So okay, thank you for listening. Listening, Mystic Unigon.
What are you painting, Mystic?
She's lurking and painting.
So, are you using your watercolors today, Mystic?
Yeah, good question. Hello, Bruce.
So,
photos.
Yeah, so I'm going to be using these. Now we've got it blocked out how I want it. But I'm going to move on to these, which are my very large blocks. Right.
Yeah.
So one way, right? You can. We've drawn it in with that. That's fine. Job done. And we've done it in a. Oh, I'll tell you what I will do now. This is a good opportunity to get rid of some of these lines.
Ah, cool.
And when you're drawing those lines in, you try your best to
Lightly?
do them as light as you possibly can.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask you that, so that's good. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You have to rub them out everywhere because some of it's going to get covered over anyway.
Oh, I lost the chat.
Shall I read what Mystic's read? Written.
Yeah, please read it because I just lost the chat for a moment.
Mystic Unicorn, nope, I'm doing acrylics. I'm making streaks of silver to go with the streaks of gold that she painted on Facebook.
Very good.
Yeah, very nice.
So, right, another way to let's do
Oh,
this
you're
side.
raising it. Cool.
This side first, right?
Is it easy to come off, even though
What?
charcoal?
No, it does stain a lot. So you got to think about what you're doing with it. Where have I put my knife? Right, you hold your knife, right? Oops.
I love those blocks.
Right. This is where it becomes nice and experimental and interesting.
Yeah.
No implement needed other than your finger.
So isn't that the compressed charcoal?
It is compressed charcoal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I've never seen that being done before. That's interesting. Ah.
And don't again. It's more to do with expression than it is faffing about. Anyway, with this you can't go.
Ah.
Get it in. Get it pushed in.
Yeah.
Look where fair enough. Be reasonably careful round areas that you want to. But look, just there you go.
Because Weena says you can use charcoal with water also.
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
That's what he's gonna do.
Got
Interesting.
some water ready. I just want to get some other areas in.
Oh,
So
bye, Bruce. He has
Bye,
to go.
Have you got to go? So I'm gonna get this area in.
My goodness, I'm typing and reading out chat.
And
Oh my goodness.
again at this side.
Have a nice weekend, Bruce.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the weekend, isn't it? Just about.
I can't believe it's the 5th month.
I can't either.
Where has the year gone?
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, we have Paul in the house. Hello,
Hello, Paul.
Flying through for the soul. Welcome.
hello, Paul.
Didn't say Paul. Paul.
Paul says, "Hey there, everybody. I can only stay for a little bit. That's okay, Paul. That's okay."
So we've got to establish. So what we've done is we've created the face by negative painting around it.
Oh, I like that. I like that background.
Oh,
Wow.
Is that motorcycle going by again?
That's what I thought.
oh, I guess it's at my house. I'm sure. Yes, well, you know, I live next to the Daytona 500.
Oh.
Right. And we're looking for areas now that we can like darken, and it's all about tonals now. I'm going to bring his chin up like that, and I'm going to blend that into darkness.
Oh. And we have 17 wonderful people in the house listening.
Oh, that's nice.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming along, everybody,
Welcome,
you, guys.
everyone.
on this slightly experimental Ian Friday.
Why is it when you mention the lurkers, they leave? We've dropped one.
Oh,
Megan Lee, you're supposed to be looking after this arrangement.
Oh,
There you go.
I don't understand the
Right.
please give a thumbs up, everybody. The numbers aren't matching. 13 thumbs up and 16 people in the house. Hello, Lisa
Yeah.
B.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them things, isn't it? I'm assuming that light's coming from that kind of direction, up and slightly off to the right, because this area here is darker. So I'm gonna start getting that in.
Can I just read what Goswina has written?
Yes, please.
That's what you're here for.
Goswina says, if you don't have charcoal, you can use Stabilo, or they are in black, red and blue and orange. She uses that for drawing, and you also get some good shadows. Ah.
Well, Stabilo all the Stabilo all pencil does come in black. Yes, it's water soluble.
I didn't know
that. But I mean, unless you're not an artist, the likelihood of you not having some charcoal is minimal, isn't it? So,
I got 2 packs of charcoal. I haven't used them recently. In college, we used them a lot with drawing the figure, drawing the figure when we had figure drawing classes.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Because why? I don't know. Because pencil would be like just too linear. You can block in shades and block in shades of different. And do blending, blocking in shades and doing blending so much easier than with charcoal than you can pencil. Faster, because you're figure drawing. It is kind of like about you got to do a little bit faster.
It's the immediateness, and it actually gives you. If you want to loosen up in your drawing, get yourself a big piece of charcoal and learn to draw with that. And don't get frustrated about it.
Yeah.
Just express yourself and be, get it about. Don't be like dibby dabbying, because that will not learn you how to draw.
Right. And it'll make it.
So, this look at all these expressive marks. Charcoal is great as being a mark maker. It's not the most accurate thing on the planet, but it will teach you how to make expressive marks, and that's why they use it in life drawing classes, because you've got 2 minutes to draw something.
Well, they have different time lengths. They'll say this one's a 2-minute one, this one's going to be a 5-minute one, this will be a 30-minute one.
Yeah, but I tell you what, the person who sits there for that time period has got to be a very good sitter.
Yeah, that's right.
I've never been to one that's been like half an hour long.
No,
you generally get to.
We have Chrissy says, "Okay, early night, guys. I'm super tired. Have fun, guys. Thank you, Chrissy."
All right then.
Bye, Chrissy. Thanks for coming by.
We'll see you later on, Chrissy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Chrissy. Bye.
I'm going to get a little bit of deeper, darker area in that.
I can't believe I'm in chat and typing and talking all at the same time.
Gracie.
You can do it. It is within your human capacity.
Yeah, within your human capacity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of our new guests, Hedwig David, says he's learning a lot.
Yeah, I think I read
that. Right. Okay. Now we've got a bit of like Goswina said. Now you can use water. And you can manipulate it around and do things with it that you can't do by just spreading it around. And you can
you could do that with charcoal. I thought it had to be special. No. And Stabilo all. I thought Stabilo all was a special pencil.
No, just watch.
Mr. Unigon said,
fine.
Can you see how I've altered and adjusted that and given it a...
Mr. Unigon says that I'm turning into a multitasking master.
great. That's what we like to see. Multitasking.
Thank you. This. Oh, these.
Always good. So
Yeah.
I've got a little residue pot of shavings here, and
Thank
that's
you.
always a good thing to have.
Oh dear. I'm just meeting and greeting and saying thank you.
I'm trying to too. It's like two of us with the
I
chat.
know, yeah. I'm keeping up with it now, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it was Ian that brought to the attention that I was missing things.
Oh, hold on. Because Christina says,
Oh.
Gracie, they cut all my hair off today. Oh, wow. How did you like it? Or? Wow, I haven't had a haircut in. Oh.
You went to your hair salon, Goswina? You went to your hair salon? Because my hair salon's closed until the state opens them back up.
That's a good question, actually. Yeah. I'm letting mine grow out.
So see what you can actually do that's different with painting it is you get some nice brushy strokes and you can blend in a different way.
Oh, I did not know that you could add water to charcoal.
You've got to be careful with it because, like anything, if you add too much water to any image, you'll end up ruining paper or ruining picture.
Yeah.
And you got. I try to keep it at the same consistency as what you would do if you were doing a watercolor pencil.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Yep.
So, and it really is. This is the basic setup for the rest of the painting, really.
I love that. That is so cool, Ian.
I can't wait, please.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind giving a go sometime. Is either like, those kind of the angel type statue things that are just grey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to give that a go, but I don't know if that would be a bit tricky.
Mm-hmm.
You just find one that's nice eye contrast. Look for what you've got to learn to do in your art is figure out where the light's coming from, and once you've learned to know where that is, you've actually that's a big battle won.
Bye, Moody Artist.
Oh, bye. I do like that name.
I don't think this is particularly popular, so I'm going to rush it through and get finished quick.
Oh, darn, I forgot to put bye. I just put the Moody Artist. Oh, my goodness.
And I forgot to put the. I said bye, and I put Moody Artist, but I didn't say the.
I'll get it right eventually.
What time are we on? Right.
The Moody Artist.
What time is it, Mr. Jackson? I'll have a quick look.
We might have an early finish today.
Okay, that's fine.
It's 10 to 10.
So
yeah.
Well, maybe just after 10 o'clock, and we'll get finished.
Yeah.
It's obviously not. It's not universally popular. This.
Well, I'm enjoying this.
You think watercolors were probably more popular, I suppose. I guess.
Well, some people consider it to be a little bit like early learning kind of stuff.
But a lot of people are in here.
It's fundamentally important to learning. That's the reason why some paintings look very amateur, because they skip all this. They don't go through the process of learning the tonal values and how to structure a person's face.
That's what I'm learning more this year.
That's the thing that you need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right just saying, "Oh, I want to express myself, but I can't because I don't draw or paint."
Oh, no, I'm trying to learn that I'm trying to learn like the realistic structure of a face as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is,
in certain paintings, but then I don't do it in every painting, but whatever. So
but you might say, well, I don't normally paint realistic faces, but
Yeah.
and what you need to do is learn how to do it so that
I
you can learn
did. I learned how step by step. Uh-huh.
Can I just
how
Yeah.
Can I-
undo it.
can I read a joke? Paul's just given us a joke.
Okay. Yeah.
Paul says the drawing looks like Nelson Mandela, Ian. Ha 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 ha. There you go.
Do you know, when I looked at it, I thought it looked like a very young Picasso.
Yes, that's who I thought. Yeah, I thought
But
that.
I mean, the drawing itself don't look particularly like him. But
Yeah.
the reference,
Castro.
eh?
I was thinking he kind of looked like Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro?
Oh, maybe it's my vision. I don't know.
Please note that Diane is mostly blind. So
No, I'm
Yeah,
first
that's true.
blind.
That's true. Oh, I know.
not that there's anything wrong with being mostly blind. I'm mostly blind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm legally blind, but I'm not totally blind, and I say it's partially blind, even though it's legal blindness.
But
Mm-hmm.
still blind. Put it this way, you'd have difficulty in a normal environment seeing things.
Yeah.
Put it this way, if somebody put me in my left eye and I couldn't see anything, I wouldn't be able to see. Because my right eye is almost non-existent. It's a blur.
Oh.
You do more whimsical faces. Oh,
Well,
I've done. I know the times that I do realistic faces, it's because I follow a tutorial, and then that
Right.
gets me to really learn how to do the realistic faces.
That's it. You see, it's okay saying, well, yeah, whimsical faces, but people who are professional artists, right? They don't just do whimsical faces. They learn how the human body works, and then once they know how to do that, they then convert their ideas in their minds into what they've learned.
Yeah.
And that's how they create their own individual style on painting.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's what the book says. That I have a book on that. That Karen Campbell says that.
You've got to learn first so that you can unlearn.
Yeah. We have 19. We have 19 wonderful people watching. I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the 19 wonderful people in the house. Because some people are listening. Some people are in chat.
Mm-hmm. So what does chat actually think about this? Are they enjoying it, or are we hitting his head against a brick wall, or
Oh, no. Lisa B says she took Friskers, that those basic scissors. They're just basic scissors. Frisker scissors to my head.
Oh dear,
driving me crazy.
Who did?
Oh, Paul's girlfriend, Lisa B. Paul's girlfriend, Lisa B.
Oh, so it's Paul who's had his hair cut.
No. Lisa said she cut her own hair.
Oh, do you know what? In a weird experimental period, I once had to go cutting my own hair.
What was it?
I just wanted it cut. The barbers had shut. I wanted it cut. I thought, blow it. It can't be that hard. I didn't do a bad job, but then again, from a professional viewpoint, I probably didn't do a good job.
Yeah. Oh, bye, Lisa. Thank you.
Bye, Lisa. She's going to the chiropractor.
Lisa.
Oh, Steve Stat Rule says I'm not a people. Do you mean person or people? I'm not a people.
People.
No idea.
Yeah, what's that mean?
One individual person isn't a people, is it?
I think he thinks he's royalty because he used to he used to be called fan number one.
Oh,
he used to I have I have
Thanks,
to
Lisa.
dance.
I
I'll
like
pay
it when
I'll
they
pay
say
for
it's
my
a
Jaffa cake.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Lisa.
oh, thank you, Lisa B. Thank you, Lisa B. I gotta do the light show.
Ian can get a ton of Jaffa cakes now.
Yeah, that's pay for my Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to read what Paul said. Paul said he gets depressed every time Lisa has a haircut. Oh, well.
You get to what?
Oh, wow.
Paul gets depressed each time
Yay.
Lisa has a haircut.
Yay!
Thank you, Lisa B.
And today's program is sponsored by, what would you
Jaffa
call it?
cake.
No,
Jaffa cake.
like a very light pinky orange.
Yeah. Pinky orange.
Is it deliberate that?
Oh yeah, the green matches the super chat. That was nice.
There's the multiple colored lights.
You can put little pictures in with super chat.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can put still stickers or animated stickers.
You can.
Oh, now hold on. Slee Stat Rules says something here. Slee says, remember the spray on hair on info commercials? It makes good practice while learning to cut hair.
Right.
I didn't know that, Slee.
I'm really surprised that they pay.
You didn't hear it?
Bye, Paul.
Oh, Paul, leaving. Okay, bye.
Is he having to go? Sorry.
And
Bye,
Phil Reary says, Ian, your work looks amazing. He goes, amazing.
I'm just typing in chat.
You see what I mean? You don't just have to be, doing that with pastels. And obviously, you can keep building up and building up and building up as best, as much as you want. With all of it.
I'm just saying goodbye to people in there.
I'm just gonna make that a lot bigger.
Mystic
His nose needs. Sorry.
Mystic Unicorn says she says he means your shirt, Diana. It looks like the color of cantaloupe. Which the shirt of my shirt is the color of cantaloupe. Who is she talking about? But Mystic Unicorn, who are you talking about?
No, I said, is it like an orangey pink colour? That's twice I've heard the word cantaloupe this week.
Really?
Is it a vegetable? Only reference I have to a cantaloupe is an old piece of music called Cantaloupe Island. It's a piano recital.
Edwana says she thinks she's gonna paint some rocks next week. Oh, what kind of designs are you gonna paint on the rocks? Like what is that? The mandala dot, like dot patterns. Edwana.
You could paint love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Good old Neil Diamond.
Yeah, I like Neil Diamond. He's good.
I think it's Neil Diamond. Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody.
Oh, he hasn't been around for a while.
I know, that's the reason why I'm saying it. I don't know whether it's Neil Diamond or not, because he's not been around for a while.
Tom Jones either. Tom Jones not been around for a while either. So.
Oh, you know why? Because he's busy doing flipping the voice, isn't he?
What?
Yeah.
With Will I Am or whatever they call him.
Yeah.
And some other people. Do you have the voice? I'm sure you have the Voice USA.
I think they do. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, JCT. Oh my goodness, JCT. I'm sorry, I got it. JCT said thank you for the super chat. Let's do the light show, the light and dance show.
Thank you, JCT. Thank you very much.
Thank you, JCT.
Sorry, I'm just going to continue on, guys.
What, Ian?
I said it's okay. I'll just continue on. Go on.
Oh, you carry on.
Yes, he'll just continue on.
You do your light show.
Yeah.
So
Light
you could
show
do-
and
you could-
dance, light and dance show.
in
Wait, I'm
saying
trying.
that, in saying that,
on,
don't
light,
put too
come
much
on,
music
light.
on because it weren't overly popular, the music in the background.
Ooh.
Was it not?
Oh, at
Oh,
the show? Oh, you mean at the
Hmm?
party?
At the party, I believe one or two were saying that it kind of interfered with the. I don't know.
people talking.
Well, yeah, but that's like a party, isn't it? Oh, thank you, JC.
I know.
Awesome.
But it was kind of a little bit loud for them. That's what they said.
Okay. I try turning it down sometimes. Thank you for the super. Otherwise, I would turn on music every time too, but I that's kind of difficult to try to get to. Thank you, JC, for the super chat so much. Thank you.
Thank you, JCT. Much appreciated.
Woohoo!
Super chat.
Super
There you
super.
go.
Chat. Thank you. Super chat. Thank you.
There you go, Diana.
That's for my cheerleading background. Sorry.
Diana going into cheerleading mode.
I know. That's my back. I have a little bit of a background in that.
Get your pom-poms out, Diana.
What you'll have to do is come up with your own what they call it song.
My own
Super duper, super chat, super
I
duper.
know. I was thinking that's what this was part of it. Sue, I know. Oh yeah, I did start thinking of one.
Because that one you used in Spooky Studios.
Oh,
What did they call? What did they call his wife? Nah, she sings it when they do it. When
Who's
they get a
that?
super chat.
You didn't have to do it, but you did. Super. That's only part of the lyrics of somebody else's song, and then I have to add my own lyrics after that.
Well, you'd have to be careful.
I tried. So this is what I came up with. Super chat. Thank you.
Well, that's not going to make number one, is it?
I don't think so. I think
Well,
that's
that's why I got the light show and the dancing going on too.
Steve Stat Rule says Magic Thumb song.
Magic phones, magic phones, magic phones, magic phones, magic phones.
Thumb.
Boom! Got to have some power. You got to have first rule of making music. It's got to have what they call a catch. Is it a hook?
Yeah.
It's got to have a hook. It's got to have a hook. So come up with a good hook, and you've got them. It don't matter how poor the rest of the song is. You've hooked them. Look at Van Halen. Jump.
Oh, I love Van Halen.
Right. Pretty average song, right?
Oh.
But its intro, the hook, is one of the greatest songs on the planet ever.
Exactly.
Oh, not a songwriter.
Ian, you just
I
killed
tried my best.
There's dogs all around the world screaming now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, the super chat's gone from green to yellow. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about? The colors?
Yeah, well, on Lisa's one, it was green.
I'm not right sure whether that's a good thing or not.
I don't know.
No, they just, I don't know if they use random colors or.
It's when the monetization goes to yellow that it's dangerous, isn't it?
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
No, it's a price
to yellow. It's reduced.
Yes. There's a certain price range. A certain price range is green, and then a certain price range is yellow, and then a certain price range.
Right. I got it.
So, do you know what? As a quick study, I don't think we're going to get much different to that.
I love that.
Although I have got a bit that I want to. Oh, that's a bit much.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love charcoal. I really do like my charcoal.
So never think that charcoal is just a dry medium.
Wait a minute. Gracie, I thought you said you never used charcoal.
Oh no, I've used no. I haven't used it with water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When I'm in a bit of a creative block or whatever you want to call it, I'll dip in either to my charcoal or my coloured pencils.
That's a good idea to go to charcoal.
Yeah.
Shall I let this dry and see whether we can put watercolor over it?
Yeah.
Watercolor over that?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can give
We
me
have
a go.
technology.
Wow, the watercolor is going to get all mixed up with the charcoal, isn't it?
No, if we leave it to dry for long enough. The only problem is with this is it's not on watercolor paper. So there's a possibility of the paper disintegrating. So I'm gonna have to be I'm gonna have to work it very dry brush.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah,
do people want to see that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. No, leave it here. Right. Okay.
Use your ink pen.
to do it,
I mean, the way of colouring this in is by getting some watercolor pencils.
That's what I was just about to say. Have you got any Inktense pencils?
Yeah, Inktense pencils would work, although I don't know where they are at the moment.
My trouble as well.
At the moment, I'm having a bit of a reshuffle.
Yeah.
And,
are you saying that would be awesome to do what? What would be awesome?
With watercolor pencils.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Have I been helpful with the chat today?
Yes.
A little bit better than you normally are.
Usually I'm the only one following the chat. And today Ian pointed it out that maybe I was missing stuff, so that's why he said you should look at the Grace for the chat too.
Only because I'm going to change my water. Only because you're not able to see everything, and I get that.
Yeah.
So that's why we need someone else.
I need a little job. I need a little job when I'm doing this.
You do. That's it. Or you're naughty, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. See?
What about doing naughty things? We can't have that. I'll be back in a second.
Oh my God.
Oh, he went to go change his water, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, let's get all our talking in. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Unigon, she said that. Okay, she said that. All right, I'm already caught up with the chat. And then JCT says, Blood X says, you didn't have to do it, but you did.
Oh. What's the text word? TGT?
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Oh, I got it.
You've never seen that before?
I have, but not very often.
I forgot what it means.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning text speak.
That's the one that I've ever seen the most. Is TGIF. I know that one the best.
TGIF. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can't be as naughty without Ron.
I'm saying no comment on that there, Mister.
Yes, we have no comment.
That's what you say if the press asks. I have no comment.
Yes.
What does JCT say?
Oh, she says her house is under construction.
Nice, JCT. Madonna,
that turns out for like you're gonna have better things. Like, oh, I think you said you're gonna have new cabinets and stuff. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Get a new cabinet. Madonna says you're living on the wild side, Ian. Oh, is that because he's using watercolors with charcoal?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's
So the trick of this is not to be too brushy, because that will agitate the
charcoal.
So what we need to do is go for big, bold expressions and just do it once and do it right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a great big spladgoon of red.
We have Madonna Friedman says you're living on the wild side, Ian.
I am. I think I'm gonna, and it's all very random. This, by the way, I'm not following any set ideas or procedural
Is that your White Knights palette?
It is my White Knights palette, yeah.
That's my. If somebody said, "What's your favourite palette?" I'd say the White Knights palette, probably, or my Holbein. But they're kind of pricey at the minute.
So you don't like Danielle Smith?
I do, but I can't afford them.
Thing is, at the end of the day, in America, it's okay to say, "Oh, Daniel Smith," but you try buying them in UK.
Oh,
Not only the only specialist art shops sell them, right? So you can't just go out to a general art shop.
No, you can't.
And when you do find them, or if you go on the internet,
They're so expensive.
they're extremely expensive.
Oh,
And there are alternatives that are just as good.
Yeah. I just recently heard of her in a tutorial in an online class that I take. That a watercolor teacher mentioned the good things about the Danielle Smith watercolors.
Oh, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. They are probably the top watercolors in the world.
Yeah.
Really?
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly.
They're all made from rocks
all
and minerals and stuff.
Yeah.
No, they're all. Some of their paints are made of rocks and minerals. That's the Primatech. That's the Primatech paints, right? But most of their paints are made from the same kind of stuff that all normal watercolor paints are. But they're just good. They're just well made.
I mean, on Amazon lately, you only get, I think it's like the introductory type set of Daniel Smith, and it was six tubes of paint, and I'm not joking, it was about £58 or something ridiculous. Just for 6 tubes of paint. I mean, really?
They are not. Don't get me wrong, they're nice, but they're too expensive in UK. They are really too expensive.
And you can get things.
Sorry, go on.
You can get things like Sennelier, which are, I mean, they're still quite pricey, but they're a bit more affordable than, say, Daniel Smith's.
But then again, if you look at it from the other side of the coin, getting any watercolors from Europe and the rest of the world in America, Senneliers are very expensive in America.
Oh, yeah.
Less expensive for you?
Yeah, they're a lot less expensive.
They can be very pricey, yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong, they're not cheap, Sennelier, but if you compare that to the price that you pay in America for them, ours is half the price.
Yeah. I like the White Knights, to be truthful. I think they're very affordable.
To be honest with you, all of it world the same price.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about them. They're not as available in America yet as other colours are. Right, I might have to leave that to dry a bit. In fact, we'll dry it off. I'll put me lightsaber on, and then we can get another coat on it.
Okay, then we can say something about JCT says we have 2 tomato plants, and she will grow them in 2 5-gallon buckets.
Right. So that's a bit left field, isn't it?
Hello, Wire Weary Art. Hello, Wire Weary Art.
What brought that up?
I was wondering that. Yeah, where are we talking about gardening?
What, the gardening?
Apparently.
Oh, is this
I think you might be talking with Goswina.
All right, yeah, because they're very what they call it, the very green-fingered ladies, those two.
I've started saving rainwater.
I'm going to switch myself off a second.
I'll just give you a little fun fact here, because I learned from the Pickerick's channel, and he saved rainwater in big containers. So I thought, I'll give that a try. And you know what, JCT and Goswina, or anybody who's interested in gardening, it's very useful. And I've got 2 massive containers full of rainwater. So in the summer, if I'm running low on water, I can water my garden. So yeah, there you go.
Oh, and JCT has strawberries already. Wait a minute. Those are strawberries you grew in your garden, JCT?
Oh, nice, JCT. Strawberries are super easy to grow. They're very easy to grow. Yeah, me too.
And Ian or you didn't say hello to Wara Weary Art.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right there.
Oh, I typed it in already, but you could say you type it in too.
Wara Weary, is that how you say it? What?
That's how I say it. Wara Weary.
Yeah. Hello, and welcome. There we go.
Mosquitoes don't breed in there. Yes, Mr. Unigon. Yeah, you want to cover it so mosquitoes don't breed.
JCT and Gazwina, I'm going to be putting in green beans and green peas too. I like to grow my my green vegetables as well. I would have turnips, but I just don't have the space for turnips.
Oh, you like cooking with turnips?
I do. It's one of my favourite vegetables. So
really,
it is. I love parsnips.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, is parsnip and turnip the same thing?
I think they're a little bit different. They're kind of similar, but I think they might taste a bit different. Oh, here we go. Edwana says we are growing squash, banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, onions, cabbage, and watermelon. Very nice.
Oh, wow. Edwana's growing a lot. Wait, are you growing them in... are you growing them in dirt? Well, I mean, of course you're growing them in dirt, but... So that's a lot. You're growing a lot. That's cool.
Yeah. I was asking about peppers because I've never grown pepper plants. But they should do all right. But I don't know whether I'm going to put them in or not. I'm not sure.
Watermelon.
That's
growing a lot, Edwana. Wow, nice garden.
Hey, if you grow your own vegetables, fruit and vegetables, you will never go hungry because you'll always have something to.
And neither will your slugs and other small creatures.
Yeah. Edwana says she is growing them in buckets, except for the watermelon.
Ah, okay.
Breaking news. Breaking news. If you've not noticed, last week and this week, there's not been a rant of the week.
Oh,
that officially means that that I'm at peace with the universe.
Oh, that's nice.
I have reached universal peace.
Universe.
I am at peace with the universe. So there you go. Do you like that? I'm at peace with the universe.
I'm a bit disturbed by that, Mr. Jackson.
I know, me being a dark lord of the Jaffa Cake, being at peace with the universe. It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've probably been purged of Jaffa Cakes, and that's made me a nicer person.
Oh well, there you go.
And it's all because they wouldn't sponsor us.
Yeah, blame it on Jaffa Cake people.
So here we are. We're at this stage. Do you think I need to do any more on it? Shall we do another layer?
Okay.
Or should I put some? Should I put some more?
Should we vote in the chat if they want to see any more?
Or should I put more charcoal on it?
Let's vote in the chat. Does he have a beard?
Well, yeah, he's got a little bit of stubble there.
No, I mean underneath his chin. That's just a dark shadow.
No, it's just a dark shadow because we're looking from underneath. Remember, we're not looking at him straight on. We're looking from underneath.
Yes.
That's why you can see that bit of his nose.
Oh, yeah. I've done that. I've done a more extreme angle of that actually. The nose was tough, but I got it right. But it was tough.
If I were doing this as a professional piece of work, I'd be working these angles out a lot better. But for a demonstration, this is.
So what's your question to the chat for them to vote on?
Should we put more watercolor on it, or should we put a bit more charcoal on it, or should we leave it as it is?
Oh, that's 3 choices. Leave it as it is, more charcoal, or more watercolor. Okay, we're asking the chat. We're asking for the chat to vote. Leave it as it is, more charcoal, or more watercolor. Those are the 3 choices.
Have your votes, people.
Well, I'm easy either way. It can go in all sorts of different directions. This, but it
Well,
could go
let's just
into a
stick to those
media.
three now.
I mean, literally, you could get pens and
Oh yes, right.
could all sorts of different directions.
Hey, look at what I just put in chat. I'm getting very technical now, Ian.
There you go.
Can you read
Crack
the chat?
that whip, Gracie. Put your vote in.
Put in your vote.
Lol.
Leave it as it is.
Leave
Right.
Leave it as it is, right? There's a lot of leave it as it is. Well, it looks like leave it as it is.
No, we only have
is-
2 votes. Let's wait. Let's
No.
wait 30 seconds for some more votes.
We've got 3 people. That's
Well,
plenty.
Goswina says whatever you want, Ian.
Yeah.
Vote on.
It's unanimous. It's
Put in
unanimous.
your vote. Leave it as it is.
1, 2, 3.
Stacey Lewis.
4. We have 4 for leaving it as it is.
Okay, I'm about to vote. I just voted.
Mystic
That's
Hooligan.
5.
Leave it as it is.
1,
Gracie,
2,
leave it as it is.
3, 4, 5.
A little of both watercolor and charcoal.
Those.
1, 2.
Well, leave
Well,
it as it is. Well,
leave as it is. It won.
well,
They won.
there
Yeah.
you go. I mean, the only thing I probably would adjust on this is the head is a little bit high. So
Or what
I
about with
probably
pens?
I'd cut it off like that.
What if you went in with pens? What would you do?
Just do lines and things like that around it and squiggle and highlight certain bits.
Oh, we have another vote. Hedwig David said leave as
If it is, and then Madonna voted.
Well, we've got
Here.
have a little bird in the garden.
I was talking
Jason.
about. I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
all right. Edwin, leave. Oh, so many people want leave it. I've got to go with the majority, everybody.
Yep.
But what I will do later on, right? I'll continue with this and I'll battle with it and I'll see what other things we can do.
Yeah.
Later.
Wow.
Off air.
Oh, and then you're going to post it on Facebook later.
Yeah, but like I said, the only thing I'd probably alter on this at this moment in time is see that area. It is what they call it is that bit there is going up a little bit too high. So I'd probably just to probably end there.
I'm thinking of getting some. I don't have enough land to have chickens, but I'm going to buy some little. Do you know what quail birds are? The little birds.
Yes, I've heard of quails.
Yeah, I'm going to
Quails?
buy some. Yeah. Then I can get 3 eggs. Then.
When they fly off.
Are you going to eat the quail?
I'm going to have the eggs. I'm just having them to have the eggs, really, like a supply of
You gotta
eggs.
be careful because they fly off.
I know that's what
You can't let them just go in your garden like chickens because they can't fly away. Quails, you've got to have them in a what they call it, in a cage.
Yeah, I've got a what do you call it? I've got a guinea pig run. Could you keep them in those?
No.
Or is that too? That's not big enough for me.
They need to be in a proper aviary.
Well, there goes that idea.
Or RSPCA will come round and go,
no,
you're not looking after them properly.
Yeah, no.
And then you get fined.
It was just a little. It was just a little thing. I thought, oh, I'd really like some quails, but I mean.
No, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I'll make my. How about I make my own compost this year?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can do that.
But be careful because that actually makes a really nice home for ants.
Oh.
So, buyer beware.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a comment from Phil Reary. Phil Reary says, "Good painting, Ian. It's a serious looking expression, and it gives it interest."
Yeah, it kind of in the reference image, he has got like a kind of like in contemplation kind of I'm looking at something very seriously as though I'm concentrating. I mean, I tried doing it. Well, you ain't got much choice with charcoal. It's not a medium where you can do things very detailed. That's why I encourage people to have a go at it, because it automatically makes you a lot more loose in what you're doing. So all we did is we did a grayscale painting, right?
Grayscale painting is here.
Hello,
is.
Grayscale.
He is. He's lurking. He's lurking in the background.
Yes,
And then
did a grayscale painting today.
once
Hello,
we
Grayscale.
once we got it all done, in that sense, we
Excuse me.
we washed over a bit of colour in random places in a very loose way. I weren't concerned about, you know, how exact it were. We're just splashing colour around.
I'm gonna try this for one of my faces.
Why not? Do a charcoal face, right?
Yes.
But well, just remember what I've done with it. I've wet the charcoal. Once it's wet and it's dry, it kind of sticks. And that's the trick to it. That's the trick. It kind of temporarily fixes it.
Yeah.
So if you do it dry, all it'll do is it'll just make your paint seep into your charcoal. So you've got to do it with the with the wet technique, like I've shown you today, or it'll. Well, it's no big deal. Once you put it on dry.
Technique again. Did you say the surface wet when you?
Right. When we first started doing the thing, we were doing it with his fingers, and we were just getting that. We were drawing with this, weren't we? We drew it all out. We put a great big blob of charcoal like this round it, and that were all dry media. Once I were happy with that, I started using a wet brush to go over it and create texture and manipulate it. Once you let it dry, or dry it with the pink lightsaber if you've got one, once you've dried it, you can then go over it with a big brush and put washes of big colour over it. The only thing I want to do now is I'm not 100% happy with this area here. So I'm gonna.
We have somebody just entered the chat, and she's called May Brox.
Yeah, I think she's new.
Hello, May.
Hello, May.
Hi, May.
We're nearly done, May. So.
Hello, May. May says, "Is that Ian's thin tea or his paint water?" Man, I hope it's paint water.
Paint water.
I think it's paint water, May.
So what we've done, May. Oh, that's a thing I could do there to make that look a bit more like.
And I'm backstage. If anybody is wondering, you know.
Nobody is there.
You are.
No, I'm only kidding.
I was thinking if we're going to end a little early about doing a raid. There's a friend of mine. She's live streaming right now. She's
what we can do.
She's trying to get her watch hours, so she live streams a lot. She doesn't have that many people at her live stream right now. We could do a raid.
Right, I think that's improved that area that I wanted to. It's cut into it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But, right. Anyway, so we're ready to go if you were ready.
What did you say before, Mr. Jackson? I didn't quite catch that.
I don't know.
Oh, you said you'd forgotten that.
It would just a splurge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's backstage.
I'm going to drop the link in the chat for who we could raid.
Raid. I don't like that word.
I love it. It means good. It means good.
It's good.
I love being rated by the good things. Oh no, not be rated by trolls. No.
Can we actually go into that nowadays?
Can we
You know, you've got to drop a link, can't you?
Yes, I'm gonna drop a link. That's right.
Oh,
Right.
dropping a link.
And then we're gonna say hashtag Diana Art Raid.
Everything's flipping hashtags, isn't it? Everything.
Well, that's because in computer world, a computer understands that as a connector.
And it puts everything in a like if you do hashtag on YouTube, you go and you type that in the browser, it'll go to a page that has all those things that were it will have a whole page of all those things that were hashtagged with that hashtag and put it in a separate location.
Right.
It compiles.
Because Rena says it's water with Jaffa cakes, May.
Water full. I don't know whether May's up to date with the Jaffa cake situation. You see, so she might not get that.
LOL, because Rena, poor Jaffa cakes. Never seen a Jaffa cake in that condition. Yeah.
It's
Is that
Jaffa cake, but not a recent.
Is that Diana typing?
Yeah, I'm
She probably is, yeah.
I just put. Here's what we do. We're gonna put in hashtag Diana Art Raid, and there's the link.
Jaffa cake, right? Let's go to that then. What you have to do is
her name is
copy and paste it. Copy.
Actually, I think you just go to the link, and the link will just take you there.
It's not allowing me as a link in that sense.
Really?
So, no.
Well, I think if I clicked on the link, it might help. I'm not going to do it yet.
But then again, I'm not in YouTube. I'm on the.
Well, that's the thing. You got to be in YouTube.
So I'm going to put that in the search and let's see if I can get there.
Ray CT says, bye, Ian.
Bye. See you. No, it's not letting me do it.
JCT. Thank you for the super chat, JCT, and other people that gave super chats today. Thank you to my moderators. Especially thank you to Gracie, who's helping me read chat.
I hope I did a good job.
Best artist, Ian Jackson.
Oh yes, that's me.
Steve Stack says hello.
And
hello.
He didn't just get here. He's been here.
That's what I thought.
No, Sleestack, you've been here. What? I don't know why you're saying. Well, anyway, welcome back, Sleestack. If you left,
welcome back, Slee.
Right, I'm there. I am there.
Well,
did you put in hashtag Diana Art Raid?
Yeah.
I will do when you guys do.
Okay, well, let's go over. Everybody, let's go to thank you, everybody. Again, we're going to close and we're going to do a raid of my friend Doris, who is trying to get her watch hours, and she doesn't usually have many people coming to her live stream, so it's going to help support her.
Bye.
It's not let it bye. Oh, there you go.
Bye. See you. Thank you for having me on your panel.
Okay, thank you, Gracie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Susan.
Bye. Bye.
Stay on the raid. There you go.
So let's see how many people go over there. Oh, JCT is there. Ian is there.
Look. Go down the raid.
And until next time, have a good day, guys.
Woo!
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Really enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye, Ian. Bye, Diana. Bye-bye.
Sluche, choche. I'm there.
And I'm here too. But I'm not listening to what she's saying. So I'm closing out this so I can hear what Doris is saying.
And
I'm here too. But I'm not listening to what she's saying. So I'm closing out this so I can hear what Doris is saying.
Okay. Oh, this is getting confusing now. All right then, bye all.